This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this will be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta
Yo, what's good, people? People, what's good? Welcome to episode number 29 of the Panther Nation podcast. Dave, would you like to explain your current situation for the people?
Oh, that's easy, man. First of all, what's going on, guys? So around 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, power went out. I live in New England, so we got a lot of the brunt of the winds and the storm that was coming through, and it took out the power in the area. So I'm here with no power, just an iPad and a mic and a phone.
That's called dedication, sir. That's what that's called. That's nothing but dedication.
It absolutely is, and I'm shocked how good the video looks considering the lack of light.
It does. Everything is great.
Lantern.
Like the audio is great. Everything sounds great. You might need to turn off the lights and get in this little setting from here on out, man.
So I don't hear any complaints about the audio, so I'm assuming everything's
Nah, dude, you sound good, man. You sound good, bro. All right, man. So that being said, I'm good. I got powers. It's all good over here. As you can see. So let's jump right. Well, we got a lot to talk about before we get into the glorious game that just happened on Sunday. Let's talk about a couple things happened this week. A couple roster moves. Obviously, you saw them. They were on. A couple of guys were playing. A couple of them weren't. But let's talk about these roster moves real quick because there's a couple I really think were good. For instance, Kalen Clay. We got him back. We claimed him off waivers from the Buffalo Bills. So I take it we won that trade, right? You think we got the best of that deal?
Yeah. Safe bet.
Yeah, it's a safe bet to say we won that trade. We got our player back and we got the corner. So it's safe to say we won that deal.
Easily.
Yeah. So any thoughts on having Kalen Clay back?
I like the move. The team. It looks like the team sees that they have an issue with speed. I don't think he would have came. I don't think we would have claimed him off of waivers if we didn't still think we had a speed issue. I'm wondering if it is putting Curtis Samuel on notice. Possibly, maybe, from the standpoint of he hasn't really been doing much because he's been hurt, and I noticed that he got a little bit more activity in this game on Sunday. It might not be an accident, guy. It might not be an accident at all.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I think it's it was mainly for kick return duties, or punt return duties. I'm sorry, because McCaffrey wasn't it. McCaffrey was not the guy for kick returns. Or punt returns. So I think it was a speed thing, and I think punt returns. He actually returned the ball and actually got some yardage, some return yardage on the game on Sunday. So it was good to see some actual kicks punts being returned. And speed, I think we just in case something happens to Curtis, I don't think Curtis is on notice or nothing like that. It just I think it's just a depth piece. So any more thoughts on Kalen Clay?
Yeah, I like the fact that he's already on the team. He's already making moves. Like you said, he's doing good in the punt return game, which is great.
Yeah, it's great because our special teams is trash.
Has been for
kick
a while.
Returners, punt returners. Yeah, we haven't had a good kick returner since Steve Smith, man.
Yeah, Won't get any arguments from me there.
Or punt returning. He hate me. He hate me and Steve Smith. Last good special teamers we've had. So we claim Kalen Clay. We released Austin Duke from the practice squad. And the corresponding remove for releasing Austin Duke is that we signed Roberto Aguayo. Go Nose, by the way. But we joked about this last week because I actually re-listened to the podcast today, last week's podcast today, and we joked about it, and we were saying no, we didn't want him. But what's your thoughts on Roberto Aguayo?
Off podcast weeks prior when Aguayo was struggling in Tampa Bay, we talked to Larry. We pretty much were saying that he just has to get over the fact that he got drafted in the second round. I think once he gets over that hump, I think he'll be a good kicker. But until that happens, I'm nervous. So I know why they put him on the practice squad because they're concerned about Gano. They were concerned about Gano. And I think this is to keep Gano on his toes too. I still think we should have kept Bucker though.
Yeah. Ideally, I agree there. Ideally, we keep Bucker. But I think Gano was sick during the week or something. He had some injury. He was sick or something like that. So he was signed as an insurance policy. But also they're saying now that he's gonna stay. He's not just a 1 week rental. He's gonna stay with us on the practice squad until further notice. But as a Florida State fan, Aguayo is or was the best kicker. Or he is statistically the best kicker in FSU history. He has the capability to kick and kick well. He did it well at FSU. It's just that I don't know. Obviously, this is Gano's last year in his deal. So that may have a lot to do why we're trying to supplant these kickers or add these kickers. Bucker first and now Aguayo. Is that I don't think Gano will be our kicker next year. It's just his cap hit is like $3 million or something like that. For a kicker, for a team that needs to sign pieces, I think we can let Gano go and hopefully get Aguayo going. I think Aguayo does need to get his confidence back, but he's the best kicker in FSU history. And there's like tons of FSU kickers in the NFL right now. You got Janikowski's hurt, but Janikowski is there. You got Dustin Hopkins. You got Graham Gano. Who else? There's a couple. It's like a couple more. So there's some good kickers. He's the best of the bunch, collegiate wise. So he can do it, man. He can do it. So yeah. I'm glad we got him. I think it's gonna. Oh wow. Sorry. Yeah, you must. That's what you were smiling at.
No, I'm not. I turned the game off on the chat.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah. So, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, so I think Bucker. I think Aguayo's gonna stay, and I think he's gonna be our kicker in the future. Not this year, but I think he's gonna be our kicker, unless something else happens. I think he'll be our guy.
Yeah, I don't deny that. I don't doubt that at all. They wouldn't have put him on the practice squad if they didn't have a plan for him. I think Bucker could have been that guy, but then Bucker got picked up. So
yeah, it's a shame, man. Bucker's, as we watch the Chiefs play right now, Bucker was the guy, man. I wish we would have kept him. And props to Dave, because Dave definitely called it. If you go back to like episode 1 or 2, Dave called it and called the fact that Bucker should have been our kicker, and but nobody listened because we're just the Panther Nation podcast that we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, Hurney's not listening, man. He has a radio. He has a radio station, but he's not listening to us.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. All right, so that wraps up the moves for this week. I like all except for Austin Duke. That's my guy, man. But kind of is what it is. I think he'll find his way on the roster at some point. You got to remember, Demir Bird was on the practice squad for a couple years before he stuck. So, he keep coming back in training camp and keep making an impression, he'll be back eventually. I think he'll make it at some point, hopefully. But shout out to Austin Duke, man. That's my guy. Any more thoughts on the moves?
Nah, I like the moves so far. They all make sense, which is not hurting the lake, but I like them.
I agree. They make sense. All right. So trade deadline is this Tuesday, man. Tomorrow. So anything you from a Carolina perspective? Any rumors you see floating around out there?
Not without power.
I bet. Now I haven't seen anything. The only thing I see that makes some sense is maybe, well, not really, Eric Ebron maybe. There's a lot of rumors about him being on the wire or on the block.
Yeah, but I don't.
That's about it.
Yeah, but I don't see us giving up assets to get him. I mean,
no, yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I said, that I don't see anything. I don't see us making any moves. I'm just saying this is me talking out loud. Yeah, somebody said in the chat, TY is definitely on the market too. They're shopping T.Y. Hilton.
They are. Yeah, and now I don't know if we're willing to take that contract. Hurney might be willing to take that contract, but I don't know.
No, we can't afford. No, we can't afford none of that shit. We can't. Our cap is. We got to sign the people we got. We can't afford nothing right now.
Yeah, but I don't think T.Y. wants to leave Indy either, and I think he might be a free agent soon. So I think the concern is that whoever he goes, he's not going to probably be interested in re-signing. So unless the Colts are going to give him up for free, I don't think it's worth it. It'll end up being a rental, essentially, from what I understand. So I don't think T.Y. is an option. I think there was people thinking that maybe the Steelers might be willing to get rid of Martavis after what Juju just did, but at the same time, I don't envision that either.
Yeah, we're not taking Martavis. Yeah, we not.
That won't happen.
That dude's special, man. We not taking Martavis, bro.
Special the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we not gonna mess with Martavis. I don't see us making any moves. Just a quick topic I thought we'd touch on.
Well, I think the biggest move that you're going to see, you just saw it. The ticker just came out with Garoppolo getting traded to the 49ers.
Yep.
Patriots slapping people around again.
Yeah, as always, they're doing their thing. They get these quarterbacks, they put them behind Tom Brady, and then they show out in the preseason, and all of a sudden everybody wants them, and then they end up being trash. It's happened a million times over and over and over again.
Brissett hasn't been that bad.
That's true. Brissett is doing all right,
considering what he has.
But
I think Jimmy's gonna get killed. We're about to find out how good Jimmy is.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's okay, but people got to stop. You got to learn your lesson at some point. Stop trading for these Patriot quarterbacks, man. It's the system. They got a good system, man. All right, I'm gonna skip a couple segments. I'm gonna skip the Jerry Richardson joint, and we'll talk about the playoff picture after the game recap. But let's talk about this game, man. This game. Let me get a little bit of this.
Sweet Caroline, your time never seemed so good. Sweet Caroline.
All right, that's enough of that. We back on the right side of the win-loss column. Finally, in a well-played game, dominant defensive game from your boys. What's your thoughts?
Defense looks a lot better with Luke and Kurt back. A lot better. They were still good without them, but they looked elite level with them. So I love what the defense was doing. Had Jameis running every play. Had Jameis rethinking his lifestyle every single play. I love watching it.
Yeah, Jameis was definitely under duress. A lot. Yeah, the pressure was there on every play. Just about every time he dropped back, it was somebody in his face. He made a couple bad decisions. And I think I think the secondary stepped up big time. I think there were a couple overthrown balls, but I think the secondary did a good job. And I second your sentiment on Luke and Coleman. Having them two back made an already very, very good defense almost elite looking. Like we destroyed. We made their defense look pretty bad, or their offense look pretty bad, considering they're like the number 1 pass offense or something like that. We definitely made them. Made them struggle, made them work for it. So,
hey,
you got some more thoughts? Yep.
Quick question: do you hear that beeping?
I do hear it. I don't know what it is though.
All right, that's me. I'll cut it off. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
you're good.
This is what happens when you don't have power.
It's all good, man. Take your time.
Oh, my wife's taking care of it. Okay. I think we might.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yep. Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right. Nah, but anyway, I think from a defense perspective, I think they play lights out. We didn't give up a touchdown. Only gave up field goals, so it's all good there. I don't know what else to say about the defense, man. They did their thing, man. They did their thing.
Yeah, the defense.
Any more thoughts on defense?
The defense was great. I love how well the defense played, man.
Yeah. So just a quick note on speaking of the defense, Peppers. With his strip sack, he moved up to number 4 on the all-time sack list, which is insane. That's crazy, man. This dude is still balling out, man. I hope he doesn't retire after this year, man. Because he is killing.
It depends on what
he's
he wants.
He's killing right now.
I think if we're still contending, I think he'll stick around. I don't think he'll stick around if we're not contending. That's just my opinion. I think if we're still trying to contend, I think he's going to stick around. But if we somehow screw this up and end up being at the bottom of the barrel, then I think he might hang it up.
Yeah, man. No, I don't think that's happening, but yeah, man, I love it. So more on the defense. We finally got some turnovers, 3 of them. Interception by Mike Adams and an interception by Luke. And this is good, man. And then a turnover on downs. There was a turnover on downs that we got. So it's awesome when we're finally turning the ball over, and it's instant. As soon as Luke and Coleman come back, you start seeing turnovers. And Kurt, the guy, man, shout out to Kurt, man, because he's always around the ball. I don't know, man, what this dude is always around the ball, bro. I don't know what it is, whether it's an interception or a fumble recovery. This dude is always near the ball somewhere, and it's crazy. So shout out to Kurt. Welcome back. I'm glad to have Kurt back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no more Colin Jones, hopefully.
No more Colin Jones.
And we sacked Winston 3 times. I know that seems like a low count, but the dude was under duress, and he's pretty elusive, so he got away a couple times. But yeah, man, he was under duress, man. So shout out to the defense, man. The defense is great. Defense is great.
Yeah, they won this game. In my eyes, they won this game.
Yeah, they did. But we had to do, the offense had to do a little bit. So that being said, that's a nice little segue. Is Shula gonna come up a couple notches in your opinion, or was he trash?
Do you want my honest opinion?
I mean, that's what you're gonna give me. So go ahead.
It's hard to be critical on somebody after a win. We're talking about a bottom 5 defense in the NFL. One of the worst in the NFL in passing. Cam didn't have a good day, so to speak, from a statistical standpoint. Yeah, we won. That's why I don't want to be too negative. But from what we were facing, we could have beat those guys way worse than what we did. Way
Yeah, I
worse.
think we definitely. Yeah, I think the score definitely should have been worse. We should have definitely outscored. We had a couple drives that we should have had points, touchdowns off of, and we just didn't. And speaking just to piggyback off what you were saying, Cam was 18 to 32 for 154 yards. He averaged 4.8 yards a pass, and his QBR was 30.3. No, I'm sorry. Yes, QBR was 30.3 in the court. And I guess a rating of 66.4. So it wasn't a good day for Cam. Just real quick on Cam, I thought he tried to push the ball downfield a little bit too much. You could tell. I think all the comments about the big plays and him walking out of press conferences and the big play. Where's the big play in Carolina? Got to him. He forced it downfield a lot. And I was like, man, what are we doing? There was one play. I don't remember the exact scenario, but it was third down and maybe 4 or 5. And instead of just hitting McCaffrey on the out route, who was, I guess he had Levante David trailing him, but he could have got the first down. He decided to throw deep to, I think, Funches or KB was one of them. And it's just like sometimes you got to take the easy play, the play that's, take what the defense is giving you. And I think he forced it downfield a lot. They're trying to find that big play. But I think the answer to that big play is going to come week 12. You know why he's here when he comes back. But I think when Greg Olsen comes back, potentially they're saying he might be coming back week 12. He may start practicing on it soon. He's going to come back week 12 against the Jets. We forget how wide open Greg Olsen used to get, and he used to create a lot of big plays. So I think once Greg comes back, you'll see a lot more big plays from our offense, and you'll see a lot more drives being converted to 7. But what you got? Any more thoughts on the offense? I got a couple more, but I don't want to dominate the conversation.
I think what was also interesting was that Cameron Artis-Payne got some love.
He did.
Some carries.
He did. We talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this prior to the game, but go ahead.
Yeah, he got some decent love, and he actually looked good out there. He looked pretty good out there, man.
He did. His stat line won't show it because I think he only had like 8 yards rushing. But that when he came in near the goal line and he ran that, he got the ball and just ran through the whole. That was like the most explosive run we've seen all season. So it was definitely a good run for your boy.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, man, if they're gonna make the decision to just put McCaffrey at receiver and just have Cap and Stu run the ball.
You see, it's definitely trending that way because you're not seeing McCaffrey run the ball as much. So I think it's trending, which is good. I think it's good for the offense. Yeah, he can get a couple rushes, but he needs to be a receiver. Taking those becoming a matchup problem, and taking those mismatches. But I think it's definitely starting to see a trend that way.
And to segue into that, we're seeing Samuel get more involved too.
Yep.
It was like Samuel's taking some of the stuff that McCaffrey would normally do.
I think Curtis Samuel has better vision as a running back than McCaffrey. You see that reverse he took when the lineman was like right in his face and he juked him. I think McCaffrey's going down on first hit. He's still going down on first hit. He's not juking anybody. I think Curtis Samuel has better vision. So I think we should probably give Curtis, and I think he's a little bit more physical than McCaffrey is. But I think Curtis looked good yesterday. It's small sample size. He's taking baby steps, but I think he's getting there. Got to give him the ball, man. I think Cam tried to hit him deep on a throw too. He missed him. But hey, man, opportunities are coming for Curtis. He's doing well, man. I like it. I wish it was more, but I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see it. That's for sure. Because I'm looking and I'm like, wow, Curtis is getting some calls. McCaffrey still isn't. He's not juking these guys, man. And he's not.
And he's not.
His vision's not there. I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah,
These NFL defenses is changing his mind about how he wants to handle things now.
I think he's protecting himself. Number one, I think the reason why he's not taking as many. He's not fighting for yardage. He's not. He's going down on first contact because he's protecting himself. In my opinion, I don't know for that to be fact. I just think he's protecting himself, and I think these guys are much faster than the collegiate guys we saw. Him go against. So I don't know. It's just I think we got to give him time, though. I mean, we got a mutual friend on Facebook that's constantly calling this dude a bust. Like every week he'll post some stat and calling him a bust. I'm like, dude, you're looking at the wrong stats. Like you expecting this dude to line up and be a running back, and that's not who he is. That's not who he's going to be. Look at his receiving numbers. He's leading us in targets. He's leading us in receiving yards. That's where you need to look. If you're not looking at that, then you can call him a bust. But I would argue that you're not looking in the right place.
Well, it's too soon to call anybody a bust anyway. I mean, we're talking halfway through the season, So it's not like we're saying this is his third year and he's should have learned the system and all this. Nah, I mean it's the first year, first half of his rookie year, so it's too soon. I think everybody wants that instant quick grit sometimes and forgets.
This is a question: Are any of his catches meaningful? Yeah, I'd argue that one on third down when he caught it, and that was kind of his biggest run. I think that was a big catch for him. So he's just give him some time, man. I think he's got to adjust. He's definitely got to adjust. But it's just hard when you got guys like, we talk about this every week. It's hard when you got guys like Tariq Cohen out there balling and he's not doing the same. So, but it's a million different factors. Obviously, people got to think about. But I just keep bringing up Tariq, number one, because Aggie pride all day. But number two, it's just that's the most comparable person I can compare him to. They're the same dude.
Yeah, but like it's funny because Tariq is getting less and less carries as the week pushes on. Like I think last week he only touched
It's the same thing.
Yeah, he only got 2
It's
carries.
the same. You see McCaffrey's rushes decreasing as well.
Yep.
So it's the same thing. But any other thoughts on the offense? I'm trying to think. So once again, Cam led us in rushing yards. We finally hit 100. So we got 100 rushing yards total. It just didn't come from most of it didn't come from running back. Jonathan Stewart had 34 yards. Cam had 44 yards. Half of it came from a big 20-yard run. And then Jonathan Stewart went Superman for his touchdown. But yeah, the run game's still not there, man. Even though we did eclipse 100 yards, or we got 100 yards even, it still doesn't seem like it. But even though the fact that we're able to move the ball even a little bit, it helps. It helps open up things a little bit. But I kind of thought we were going to be able to take advantage of the banged up secondary, and we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. I don't know what the deal with that was.
So who you want to blame more on? You want to blame Cam? You want to blame the players, or you want to blame Shula for the play calling?
I don't know. It's tough because you can see. I mean, you can see it both ways. Because Cam we would take these deep shots for no reason.
Have you considered that maybe that's what Shula wanted him to do?
Yeah, no, I don't know that. I don't know that to be fact. I agree with you that maybe that's something we need to consider. But yeah, I don't know that to be fact.
I'm thinking about like we had like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 plays, and he's trying to freaking sling it down the field, and I'm like, why, Sway? Why? Maybe
because we can't run the ball. Yeah, we can't run the ball.
Yeah, we're asking a coach who has a run-first philosophy to put more passing plays in his system.
But y'all don't want him to run the ball though.
No, we don't. No, we don't. But we can't run. Except for Cameron Artis-Payne. He actually looked like a pretty decent runner with the small opportunities that he had. So I'm hoping they're going to give him more carries. I'm curious to see how he does with more carries. But
yeah, I think he definitely got his opportunities, man. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where we go from there. Um, the offense still it's still not there. We should have definitely had some more points. But it's good to see. It's kind of a stepping stone, man. I think it's a step in the right direction. But I don't know what's up with the offense. The good news is good stat of the day is that the offensive line didn't give up any pressures. They didn't give up any. Or, I'm sorry, not the offensive line. The tackles did not give up any pressures and did not give up any sacks. We didn't give up a sack. Number one, you got to stats with context, right? That's my thing. The Bucs pass rush is trash, so that helps. That helps when you're going against a trash pass rush.
just a little bit.
So take that stat with a grain of salt. To be honest with you, the Bucs D line. I don't know what's up with them, man. I got mad respect for Gerald McCoy, but the rest of them dudes on the defensive line, they trash.
I'm waiting for Larry to respond in the chat.
He in there. He agree. He gonna agree with me. And I told him that Doug wasn't getting 100 yards rushing either.
Oh, I said that too. I mean, he was insane saying some crazy stuff with that against our run defense. Now, the funny thing is that Mark Plymouth A22 is saying, hey, the Bucs run defense is among the worst. And we still were struggling to get traction, man. It's unbelievable. When you sit down and think about it.
Yeah, no, I agree. We should have been it. But you got stats with context again, too. A lot of that came from AP. That AP had a huge game against them. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't explain why we can't run the ball, but until we're able to run the ball, this offense ain't gonna be able to do much. This offense is predicated on establishing a run, and if we can't establish a run, then this offense is gonna sputter a lot.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I completely agree with you.
And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the running back. Maybe we got to go with Cap. But I don't know. I don't have the answer, Sway. But I think once Greg comes back, I think you'll see a lot. You'll see some changes. Offense will definitely be able to go. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We definitely gotta get the run game going, man.
Yeah, we got to.
All right, let me see if there's anything else. Anything else from the game? Anything we missing, peeps, chat cats? Anything we missing from the game y'all want to talk about? Let me see. Oh yeah, Cam had a terrible pick. That pick was bad. That was a bad throw.
Yeah, it was.
From Cam. Got to do better than that. So I don't know, man. What else we got? Yeah, we talked about the defense already. I don't know, man. I think we good, man. It was a good team win. Good to see Luke back. Good to see Luke healthy. I don't know what else.
Yeah, Luke being back is huge for our defense.
I mean, shout out to Steve Wilkes, man. I meant to talk about that earlier, but shout out to Steve Wilkes for calling aggressive defense, man. Dude was aggressive, and shout out to him because I think that was one thing that McDermott didn't do was be aggressive. He didn't blitz a lot, but Wilkes is definitely blitzing, and it's causing a lot of issues for the opposing offenses. So Jameis just so happens to be a little bit more mobile than most. But there have been a couple plays where he escaped. But shout out to Wilkes, man.
It's crazy that he had the guts to do it for this game too, considering that Jameis is a better quarterback when being blitzed. And
Yeah, because I mean, James is a big boy, man. He can kind of take those similar to Cam.
And I think ESPN put up a stat. I guess the Panthers are blitzing about at a rate that's 17% higher than the previous season. So we blitz
Yeah,
a
no,
lot
you
more
can
than we
tell.
have.
Yeah, you can tell, man. That was all in that's a scheme thing, man. McDermott rarely blitz, but Wilkes is blitzing a lot, and you could tell it definitely makes our defense better, especially with those cornerbacks, man. Kind of you got those weak cornerbacks. What you think about what do you think about Worley? I think Worley had an all right game.
He did.
I know him and Seymour traded off a lot.
Yeah, I didn't look at the snap count for the game.
I didn't either.
I'm curious to see what the snap count was for the game. I'm about to check that right now.
Yeah. Oh, quick shout out to everybody that joined my Periscope of me watching the game. I Periscoped the game live, at least the first half of it. I had to pick up my wife from the airport. But yeah, shout out to everybody that joined. There was a lot of Bucs fans in there too. That was cool. They was, tell me about the Bucs. But yeah, shout out. I think I'm gonna do that every week. Not next week though, because I will be at the game. But join me on Periscope. Y'all want to see my live reaction? I'll be getting crazy, bro. So it's cool.
Are you JD status?
I'm probably worse than JD when I'm in here by myself.
Yo, JD is hilarious at the Redskins games, man. Looks like Mr. Worley played 79% of the snaps. Kevon Seymour only played 21% of the snaps. So
that's about right.
Yeah. So Worley had a pretty good game, man. Because I thought Deshaun Jackson was gonna have a field day on him, but the Bucs didn't utilize, man.
I think they tried. No, they tried. I think Jameis wasn't hitting him. Jameis was a little off. He was a little off. That's what happens when you get blitzed and you under duress. That's what happens. That's what that pressure does to you, man. So it kind of is what it is. That's why you dial that pressure up, make him get rid of the ball quick, and you throw errant passes. But all right, man. So let's wrap up this game. It was a good win, good team win. Nobody had to go to court,
Nope.
Panther Nation court today, which is always a good thing. That when you got a clear docket,
especially when you don't have power. When half of the other cats don't have power, it's good to not have a docket.
That's funny. All right, yeah. So let's talk, y'all. You want to talk about this? We got the I-85 showdown next week.
It's Falcons week, man.
It's Falcons week, man. The team that blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl is coming to Charlotte, and I will be in attendance with my parents, bringing my parents to the game.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, parents coming to the game. But yeah, man, I'm excited. This is a huge game. Huge game for us. A huge game for them. Both teams need the W. What's your thoughts on the game, man?
The Atlanta offense has not looked good this year. Like at all. I know people are saying, well, they still got the talent, but I think they miss Kyle Shanahan, man. This ain't the same offense in the past. I think I'm more concerned with Sanu over Julio in this game. Because Julio, they haven't been shooting for Julio as much. But this offense has looked atrocious. Their defense has been looking okay, but their offense has been looking atrocious. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I think we can beat these guys, especially since it's in Charlotte. I'm kind of concerned because we've been struggling at home. We're a better road team than we are at home, and we have.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think 5 of our last 8 games are at home. I could be wrong about that. 5 of our next 7.
Yeah, Yeah, we got to pick it up. We definitely got to pick it up at home. That's a great point.
Because we've played our worst games at home. You know?
I don't know why that is, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm concerned about that. But other than that, I think we have the talent to beat these guys. I think Vic Beasley still is out. Or I don't know if he's back or not.
I'm not sure. I have no idea. It's a good question.
Yeah, I'm about to check.
Yeah, man. So just to follow up what you were saying, their offense is definitely their team as a whole statistically is average. Like their defense is average, a little slightly above average, and their offense is a little slightly above average. Whereas we have an elite defense, top 5 defense, across the board, run, pass, everything, top 5 defense, and our offense is not good, but I think our offense should be able to do it just enough against the Falcons. But I agree with Dave. We definitely got to turn it around at home. It's unacceptable to be losing at home. It's not cool. So the Falcons are definitely a different team on that turf. When they're outside of the dome, they've been struggling a little bit. All their games have been close. I don't think they've really blown anybody out. So it's just a matter of keeping as long as we dominate time possession, which we normally do, that's our game. I think we'll be fine. Got to keep that offense off the field. Julio's still Julio. At the end of the day, you got to respect Julio. They've got other options. But I think if you dial up that pressure, Matt Ryan will fold. That dude he doesn't like getting pressured. So the way our defense is playing, I'm confident that we'll be able to stop their offense. Got to stay tight on the run game. I think Devontae Freeman got a concussion. If I'm not, shoulder. I think it's a shoulder injury. He didn't play. He was out the rest of that game last week. I think he went out in like the fourth quarter. Yeah,
he
didn't return in the game.
Me losing power. I didn't get to research some of these other games.
Yeah, I think he has a shoulder injury. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. I have no idea. He exited the game and he didn't return, but I think it was late in the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, he'll probably play.
Yeah, he'll probably play. I mean, Freeman is good. You got to respect Freeman. But the way our defense is playing right now, I think we're gonna be fine. I don't imagine us having too many problems. Anything else? Let's see. What else? Our offense. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just tough because you want to get the run game going. But
I know.
What do you know?
I know. The word rhymes with Mueller.
Fire Shula.
Fire Shula. I know. There's gonna be a point where you're gonna hop on this bandwagon and you're gonna ride this wave with me.
I mean, yeah, I'm cool with it. My only problem is that Shula has been around since we've had Cam. He's a quarterback coach, and it's just that consistency, man. Like you got teams like the Bucs that we just beat. They shift these players or this personnel all the time. Like, what if it doesn't work? Y'all gonna say fire him, fire the next person. It's just a never-ending cycle of firing people. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm with you, man. Like, look, is it right? Something's not right. I agree with you. Like, it's not looking good, but I just don't want to get in this cycle of firing people because that's how it works. It's been consistent. It's been about consistency with Carolina Panthers, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, but at some point, something's got to give, man. Like, we're sitting here wondering why our offense isn't playing as well, and we have absolutely no answer of why.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I know why we can't run the ball, but why we can't run the ball, I don't know. It's the same offensive line, pretty much, with the exception of Orr. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't answer it, but I don't
But
know. You get it?
overall,
Go ahead.
so it looks like So Freeman's going to be limited in practice all week. So I guess depending on how much he practices is going to be the factor when he's going to play, whether or not he's going to play. But we'll see. If they don't have Freeman, man, Tevin Coleman is still a pretty good running back.
Yeah, Coleman is a beast, bro.
So it ain't like a situation where they got
Yeah,
like
it's
a bench warmer.
Yeah, definitely not
legit.
a step. He's definitely like not a step down either. He's like that's comparable running back. Coleman is definitely legit.
Yep. They drafted him. I think they drafted him pretty high. I think he was the second rounder if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. But so Coleman's legit. Julio, it's been interesting with Julio, man. And maybe it's the fantasy in me, but he hasn't been getting like too many shots downfield like he normally does. And until the Patriots game, he really didn't have any red zone targets. So, it's going to be interesting to see. But the Falcons' offense has been sputtering all year. They're not.
You know why? They got a new coordinator.
Yeah, but they lost Kyle. Kyle, man.
It doesn't matter how they lost him. It's a new coordinator. That's what happens.
But you know what? They lost
Everybody's
Kyle.
not.
Kyle went to go coach an NFL team. Why can't we lose Shula to coach an NFL team? You know why?
You know why that's not happening.
To coach an NFL team? Because he's not that good of a coordinator. That's why. Even when
Shanahan sucked. Yeah, I beg to differ. Shanahan sucked.
Well,
that's what they're saying in the chat. That's your boy, man.
That's my boy? Nah, that's not my boy.
Yeah, that is your boy, man. He said Shanahan sucked.
Yeah. Well,
if Shanahan's a good coordinator, bro.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
Asking his running back, I bet you he do wonders with our running game.
He absolutely
I guarantee
would.
that.
He absolutely would.
Hey, Matt Ryan might have hated him, but they got him to a Super Bowl, bro.
MVP. He don't get that without Shanny. Now he looks all mediocre.
To that point, Cam don't get his MVP without Shula either. So what are you saying?
Whoa. Let's be clear.
So what are we saying?
Bottom five offense every year but one.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying what you say. I'm just using your point against you.
Yeah, but the thing is, that offense, that Falcons offense looked good under Shanahan. And then, as soon as Shanahan walked away, that offense is like average. With all that talent they have around them. Julio, Gabriel, Sanu. The guys, and they drafted the kid Hardy. The guys I'm worried about in this game I'm worried about Sanu going up against Worley. I'm very concerned about that matchup. Even though Worley had a pretty good game, I'm concerned about Sanu because Sanu can run routes too. Like Deshaun was probably doing mainly, flies, fly routes, and James is just missing them. Matt Ryan's going to get Sanu. So Matt Ryan's going to probably have his chance with Sanu in different route trees and stuff. So.
Yeah, but is he going to have time? That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to have too much time. We got to watch these quick slant passes and stuff like that. But listen, man. Hey, look, whatever it is, I think you'll see when Greg Olsen comes back. I think it'll boost the offense. I don't know if it's going to boost the run game, but I know Greg Olsen knows how to get open. So when Olsen comes back, I think you'll see a better offense. I don't know, man. So I don't know. Our offense, we can't afford to get no shootout though. I don't think Atlanta's offense is shootout capable. They haven't shown that this year. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on Sunday. I'm gonna predict. Hey man, I'm gonna predict. Oh, Kelsey's hurt. I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna go like 28. No, I just saw him. I'm gonna go 28-17 Panthers.
Wow.
Yep.
The first thing
28-17 Panthers.
After what I just saw, I think 17 points might be the cap for these guys the way our offense has been running. So I'm gonna use that 17. We're gonna win this game, but I'm gonna use that 17. We're gonna win 17-14. Graham Gano's gonna kick a game-winning field goal at the end.
I certainly hope it doesn't come down to that, but I'm with it as long as it's a dub.
Yeah, because I don't see us the way our offensive look, man. I think 17 points is the cap. I don't see us scoring more than 17 points. Not with this team,
Man. Come
not the way
on,
we
man.
call
You gotta
plays.
give us some credit, bro.
Nope. After what I just saw, bottom 10, bottom 5 defense.
Samuel's getting more integrated. Yeah, we're gonna be fine, man. We gonna be fine. 28-17.
Show me.
Panthers.
Show me an offense.
All right, so yeah, I'll be at that game on Sunday. Gonna have some fun. My parents. It's gonna be a good one. So do we have to talk about this fantasy week?
Yeah, we do. But I won't be able to pull up the screen, man. Your fade.
Nah, that's all right.
Your fade is.
Yeah, I'm losing. All right, I'm losing. Kareem Hunt's not gonna score me 40 points tonight, so I'm gonna lose. And what y'all been waiting for, I'm finally gonna catch a fade. I don't know how to. To be honest with you, I don't know how to do I don't know the team name, but I don't know how this guy is only 2-5, and this squad is nice. I'm not sure how his squad's so terrible.
If he played Big Ben
record wise,
if he played Big Ben earlier and played Crowder earlier, that could be why. Because you could legit see him playing those guys and not Thielen. Like if you played Ben, if you played Ben and Crowder, because people were like hyping Crowder at the beginning of the year, like Crowder was going to be like one of the top receivers in Washington. And
Grayson Deeb, that's who beat me. Grayson, shout out to Grayson. I like your name. I'm a big fan of Grayson Allen.
I'll tell you something, man. This dude is destroying you, man.
Yeah, he destroyed me, bro.
Yo, his team went
destroyed
off.
me. That's what I'm telling. I don't understand how he's 2-5. He got Carson Wentz, he got LaShawn McCoy, Mark Ingram, Brandon Cooks, Alshon Jeffrey, Jack Doyle went ham, and Adam Thielen, and the Saints defense was a good play, and Boswell. Even his D, he had Crowder on the bench. My team did all right. I mean, we tried. Zach Miller, damn leg about to get amputated. That kind of hurt me a little bit.
I didn't see that play.
I didn't see it either. I don't want to watch it.
I heard it was gruesome, from what I understand. They said that they're going to save his leg, though. They said he might not have to get amputated.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Oh my God! They were talking about it in one of the chats, and I was cringed like hearing the conversation of it. I'm like, but yeah, like in daily fantasy, I played the Bengals tight end because he was the cheapest. Jack Doyle was only $500 more. Faith bet I made the wrong call there. Good God,
yeah, Doyle went ham, bro. I got him in our LB league too and didn't play him. I didn't need him, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Typically a daily, you want to get like 3 times the cash value of the player, and Doyle hit pretty much 10 times, which was vicious.
That's crazy.
Because he got the 100-point bonus. You get a 100-yard bonus if you hit 100 yards receiving. 12 catches, ridiculous. So I won. I beat Marcus. I beat Team Davis.
So are you on a winning streak?
I think I'm streaking, man.
Are you streaking? I got
be 3 straight after this one.
Yeah, I got Keekly Nation next week. Let's see. See how bad I'm a mollywop this dude. Ooh, I got a couple buys. Ooh, that's not good.
Week 9 has 6 weeks on a bye.
I got Le'Veon on bye. He got Deion Lewis on bye. It's no big deal. Oh yeah, I'm gonna destroy this dude.
Yeah, my opponent is 4th and Schlong. But he's got like 1, 2, 3, 4 players on bye. But he has Tevin Coleman. So Tevin, if Freeman doesn't play, Tevin should go ham sandwich because he's going to get all the volume.
Is he gonna go ham though? He's not gonna have 100 yards rushing.
He might not.
Might get a couple little TDs.
He'll get some catches.
Little...
He'll get some catches out of the backfield though. I mean, the PPR league, man, there's some value to it, but he doesn't. He's not going to have Tom Brady. He's not going to have McKinnon, and he's not going to have Hogan. So I should be able to beat this guy, but I won't have Jordan Howard, Cal Rudolph, Latavius Murray, and I might not have Ezekiel Elliott because they're going to announce tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and announce this Jones so I can either drop McFadden or insert McFadden.
Yeah, I'm starting to get concerned about what's going to happen if Zeke does get suspended. I could legit see a 3-headed monster, which would be depressing.
I certainly hope. They've not had him before, and McFadden went ham. Like, I don't understand what the debate is.
Well, the thing is, right, so I can understand why Morris is getting activated over McFadden because Morris is a compliment to Zeke. That makes sense. I get that. But the issue lies is the fact that Rod Smith is starting to get carries now too, and he's actually looked good. So I'm worried that they're gonna do 3 heads.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. McFadden went ham when your boy was out.
This ain't the same offensive line either.
True, but still,
yeah. So there might be
they're
might
still
be a
good.
reason to it. But yeah, man. So that's what I'm concerned with. And yes, me holding all these other running backs is killing my roster spots. Like
it's killing me, bro.
With the buys, I might have to just go ahead and take a hit because I can't live like this. Just like I can't live in the dark for too many more days.
All you gotta do is just go to sleep, man. Don't worry about it.
Nah, I'm gonna watch the game. I got enough. I think I have enough juice to watch the game. Yeah, that's enough to watch the game.
All right, we got anything else? Anything else you want? Oh yeah, man. Let's talk about this playoff picture though.
Oh yeah.
So as it stands right now, we are, I think, the 6th. We're the last place, the last wild card. So we're in 6th place. And they have this. Well, obviously, by record, the Saints are winning the division, and we are right behind Seattle with the other wild card. We definitely need the Saints to blunder a little bit. I think they've really got a tough stretch coming here. Let me take a look at their schedule. I think they got the Bills. Oh, so they got they got Tampa this week. Tampa is desperate. I think they're going to be, and typically Tampa plays New Orleans pretty well. I don't know, Larry, if he's in the chat, can correct me if I'm wrong. But typically, Tampa does pretty well against them. Hopefully, we need Tampa to take out the Saints to help out our division, because I think we got a nice little couple weeks going where we can string something together and make a strong push. Because the Saints have the Bucs, the Bills, the Redskins, the Rams, Panthers, Falcons, Jets, Falcons, Bucs. There's not really a gimme game. Not the way the Jets would have been, but the way the Jets are playing, it's not really a gimme. I don't know, man. We need the Saints to kind of fall apart a little bit so we can grab the division. And we definitely got to take care of business on Sunday. We got to beat the Falcons. That'll go a long way in this divisional race. That's pretty much it. So what we got? We got the Falcons, and then we have Miami,
Dolphins.
correct? Yeah,
Miami,
Falcons.
Miami on Monday night.
Yep, Miami, and then the Jets, right?
Yep.
Or bye, and then a bye.
I think the Jets are after the bye.
Okay, I could be wrong. Yep. Hold on, let me check.
Because I'm going to the Jets game. So the Jets are the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Yes, you are correct. So it's the Falcons, the Dolphins, 2 winnable games. The Dolphins are trash. So we should be able to take care of them on Monday night. Then we got the Jets. We got a bye, and then we got the Jets. Winnable game. We got the Saints. We have to win. That game is definitely critical. And then we got the Vikings. That's gonna be a tough one. Then we got the Packers. Hopefully, we're still without Aaron Rodgers, and the Bucs and Falcons again. So we gotta take care of business. I think we pretty much control our own destiny at this point. We gotta take care of business, and we need the Saints to kind of drop a couple games. But as it stands right now, we have the last wild card, and we will be playing probably Philly.
But Philly's got the best record in the conference.
Yeah, well, not Philly. I'm sorry. Well, I skipped, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't know who. Let me check.
The third seed is probably might be the Saints or Detroit or Detroit or Minnesota.
Let me see. I was just looking at this earlier.
On another note, we have a chance to go undefeated against the AFC East in the season. I don't think that's ever happened in the franchise history. I'm pretty confident it has it.
Let's see here. All right. AFC. Yeah, number 3 seed is the Saints. So it's the Vikings. Eagles, Vikings, Saints, Seahawks, Rams, and then us.
So the wild card games will be divisional matchups.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
And then so behind us is the Packers, Falcons, Cowboys, Lions, Redskins, Cardinals. That's pretty much who's still in contention. And then the 49ers, Giants, Bucs, and San Francisco are just about done. Oops. Just about out of it.
Thought you was going to give us some goodbye music, man.
Nah, man. The link I was on had that joint.
Let's see. What we looking like right now?
But all right, we got anything else?
I think I'm good, man.
Yeah, I think I'm good too, man. You gotta get your power situation right. We gotta save you some juice.
The phone's good. I got 75%. The iPad I'm at 64%, so I'm sitting in a good spot. Because I can get a charge tomorrow.
All right. That being said, man, we're going to wrap it up.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Yo, peace out, peoples.
Keep pounding, guys. Have a good one.
See y'all next Monday.
Hopefully.